My name is Dr. Gauri Shankar Sharma, and today the topic that I have chosen to present in front of you is global HRM. We need to understand HRM in perspective of global HRM. When employees are moving from one particular country to different countries just because of requirement of this multinational companies they present across the globe and they have existence in different countries. So in that case human resource movement become very dynamic, and in that case we need to take care of a number of things. So that's why global HRM is broader perspective of HRM, where we need to integrate those HRM requirements with the global perspectives. So it become very important to understand the perspective of global HRM. Anyone that who is dealing with the HRM activities either in country or in future, if they require to move to the global perspective, what are the things that they need to take care of? So here I am going to explain the topic global HRM. First, to understand HR, what is a HR, then only we can integrate those HR activities with the global HR perspective. So we need to understand that HR has multiple jobs, or they have four major key areas. First one is staffing policies, management training and development. Third one is performance appraisal. Fourth one is compensation policies. When we integrate those things with global perspective, then it become global HRM, and their connections with these MNCs has given more importance and weightage to such activities. So in next slide we will understand what is a global HRM. So as per the definition that you can see that it's also known as international HRM. Why it's called international or global HRM? Because it's applicable to the different aspect and corner of the country. Sorry, globe. So you can see what is global HRM definition. It says that a process of procuring, allocating, and effectively utilizing human resources in a multinational corporations. So when you acquire people, you allocate different tasks and you try to utilize them in a better and effective way. It's become global HRM. So we need to understand other aspect like as a staffing policies. Whenever you hire people from global HRM perspective, you need to understand selecting individuals with requisite skills to do a particular job, tool for developing a promoting corporate culture. Type of staffing policies, there are three different type of staffing policies. One is ethnocentric, second one is polycentric, and third one is geocentric. What is the ethnocentric policies? That you can see where key management positions are filled by the parent country nations, best suited to international businesses, where you see there is a company, they have different their presence in different corner of the countries. In that case what they do, they send some people from their parent countries to different countries. So it's called as ethnocentric policies. What are the different advantages and disadvantages? So what are the advantages that you can see? It overcomes lack of qualified manager in host nation. Unified culture helps transfer core competencies. What are the disadvantages? So you can see that produces resentment in host country. It also can leads to the cultural myopia. Setting with the culture become difficult to dealing with those parent and host country or company. Next is your polycentric policies. What is polycentric policies? That you can see host country national manage subsidiaries, parent company nationals hold key headquarter position, best suited to multi-domestic business purposes. What are the advantages? Advantages are elevates cultural myopia, inexpensive to implement, help transfer core competencies. What are the disadvantages? So disadvantages are that you can see limits opportunities to gain experience of host country nationals outside their own country, can create gap between home and host country operations. What is a geocentric policy here? That you can see the perspective of geocentric is seek best people regardless of nationality, best suited to the global and transnational businesses. They explore and identify the talented people, and they more must be more effective and work holistic people. So that kind of perspective and philosophy is called as the geocentric policies, where focus on talent rather than other aspects. So what are the advantages and disadvantages? The advocacy, the advantages are it enables the firm to make best use of its human resources. It equips executives to work in a number of cultures, help build strong unifying culture and informal management networks among the within the organization. What are the disadvantages? So certain disadvantages are national immigration policies may be limited to implementation, expensive to implement due to training and relocation. Compensation structure can be problem that you can see happening in America as government changes. There are n number of immigration issues, visa related issues are coming. There are training and relocation costs are there, expenses are there. All need to take care. It requires broader understanding and perspective, and both the host and domestic country as well as the for the parent and host company also need to take care and understand those aspects. Expatriate problem whenever we deal with such kind of global perspective of HRM. So what are the problems that organizations are facing? So first problem they facing are citizens of one country working in another country, expatriate farewells. What do we see for premature return of the expatriate managers or his or home country? Sometimes they return back to their country, leaving their job. Second is cost of failure is high, so that you can see the annual salary that employee is getting. The cost of failure estimates to 2 to 3 times of its expenditures of annual salary. uh, uh, Need to expenses there to deal with those things. Expatriates who are citizens of a foreign country working in a home country of their multinational employer. So these things also plays important role. Need to take care. Or either the companies will need to face very difficult problems. What are the solutions that you can see? First solution that we suggest them, you reduce expatriate failures rate by improving selection procedures. You need companies need to focus on good selection procedures and good evaluation process. There they can choose the right person with the different perspectives so that risk can be reduced and failures can be reduced, and expenses or losses can be minimized. And the next is an executive's domestic performance does not equate to his or her overseas performance potential. See, your host parent country and host country, or your domestic country, your performance in your domestic country may vary from global perspectives. So you can't judge based upon the people, based upon the your myopia, where you thought that if person is a good in a particular X country, that person will definitely work in a different country in a better way. No, it's not true. Next is employees need to be selected not solely on technical expertise but also focus on cross cultural fluency. The flexibility of the person, that person easily can settle down in different places and can work with the different set of culture of the people. So these things are also need to take care. So, thank you.